Ooh, what's up, guys? Boy, Marks here with episode 9. Have to check, that was bad. Episode 9 of the Minecraft Let's Play series. A lot has happened the past 2 days ever since I filmed Wednesday's episode because this is now Friday's episode. Warning, I just woke up about 20 minutes ago. So I'm wondering how long I keep this energetic act up before I just completely collapse. Anyway, I did show the channel to a few new people. They obviously said that it was good, all of that. One of the people made fun of one of the stories I told, but hey, that's just something you get on YouTube. Maybe one of those stories will become the thing, become headlight fluid is for Gavin. Maybe that'll happen. Um, I definitely think that would be very interesting. So, what we're going to do today? Well, I have absolutely no idea. So, that's usually how most of the videos work out. I just sort of be like, hey, let's do this. We had a very successful time mining last time. So I was thinking of repeating that, sort of going back down and really extending this, really just sort of getting in there and really trying to find what I'm looking for, which is diamond. That's usually the goal of most Minecraft players. So we're going to follow that trend. I also have a crafting table down here, so if I need to make more pickaxes or anything, that'll be easy to do. And I can actually make more stairs right now, like I need to, or this side. It's like a second home down here. It's actually really cool. So this is where I found all the gold and whatnot, for those of you who missed. And I'm actually going to connect this area with the room. Here we go. It makes sense for me to do that just because it'll help me separate the two levels a bit more, Just gonna sort of dig this out. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. It actually ended up being the 4 for some of it. Interesting. But, yeah, let's see. What else has happened? Nothing much. I really caught up on a lot of YouTube content, as always. Watching the patch, watching the podcast, watching some Let's Plays, you know how it goes. Watch some Let's Plays. You know how it goes. Just the regular YouTube, as some would call it bullshit. I'm not supposed to swear. Even as far as episode 9. Like, come on. Okay. So some would call it BSing, I should say. Which, it kind of is. I get that. Because a lot of people do what I do. Not a lot of people take what I do seriously. I don't exactly expect them to because I'm not, exactly on the top yet. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take it seriously. Speaking of which, I do appreciate all the support I've gotten so far. I do want to give a few shout outs to people just because they've been awesome. I only know their usernames because I've met them, online, those kinds of people. One guy calls himself Yum. I don't know why. Let me shout out to him. Me and him have gotten. We've gotten to know each other pretty well over like the last month or so. He's definitely an interesting individual, to say the least. Jumbo as well, sort of the same story. Snowy again, obviously. Prismatic. I'm just sort of like reviewing a list of people because I've met a lot of these people through the same place, which is a very specific website that I usually visit a lot. And no, it's not Tumblr. I actually don't have a Tumblr at all. I was talking to someone about Tumblr a few days ago, and they were saying how they didn't get the point. I was basically just a blog site of a bunch of people who didn't care about. And I was like, yep, that's pretty much it. But if you know someone who has a Tumblr, you sort of have to pretend to care. And so that's what that is. Sorry to my friends who actually have a Tumblr and thought I cared about it. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Like, I'm not on there. I don't go on there on a regular basis. But like people will go on there and they'll be like, "Oh, Twitter's crap," and it's like it's basically the same thing. Like that's what gets me. Is like Twitter and Tumblr are basically the same thing. And for Tumblr users and non-Twitter users, like for people who only use Tumblr and not Twitter, they will say that's wrong. I love it. It's just like they don't use the other one, and yet they already think that it's not the same. It kind of is. It's basically a collection of what you find important and content that you want to hear about. Boom, description, done. So, there's that as well. Yeah, see, I forgot to make an iron pickaxe. I assume I probably should have, considering what I'm actually trying to find. You can only mine diamonds with iron. So yeah, go me for being intelligent, you know? No, not really. Let me just go ahead and seal all that up. Sort of dig into this area over here. Again, I'm just trying to keep the levels even. A little bit of CD like that. Oh, something I did want to talk about. ADHD. This fun little topic. Let's see, how do I start this off? I know a lot of people who think they have ADHD and ADD and whatnot, and they take meds for it. They're sort of in that routine of saying, "Oh, I need medication to stop this." How do I put this? When I was about 5 or 6, um, my doctor basically said that I had ADHD, and he was like, "Oh, take this medicine, and then take this medicine." My brother had the same situation. When my brother started taking medicine, I freaked out. I don't know why. I was like 8 or 9 years old. I didn't completely understand what it was doing to him, but it was changing him in ways that I didn't want him to change. He was a lot calmer. Yeah, I think he actually went to bed earlier. Honestly, yeah, I want to say it affected his sleeping habits by increasing his sleeping hours. He wasn't my brother though. It just felt completely different, completely wrong. So very quickly we got him off. Um, as for me, since my mom had spent so much time, taking care of us when we were young and whatnot, she knew right away that the doctors were being complete liars. And I'm very glad that she realized that, because if she hadn't, I'd be seriously messed up now. I don't even want to know how it would be. That scares me a little bit. Because again, I would be crazy if I didn't take this very particular medication. I probably wouldn't think anything like I think now. Speaking of thinking like now, someone I was talking to yesterday, I actually slipped up a little bit. I was asking them why they were, like, if they were devout to their religion, and they said yes, and I said dang it, under my breath. And they actually caught it, and they were like, why did you say that? And, I didn't answer. Um, because, like, I don't know. I enjoy having very rapid conversations with people. Religion is one of those conversations. I've had that conversation with quite a few people about just like, is it real, is it not real, should we believe it, should we not believe it? And it's literally just sitting there being like, okay, what do you believe, what do I believe? It's not saying who's right and who's wrong, it's just exploring ideas. That's literally all of my discussions are with people. Same with politics and philosophy, and it's awesome because you get someone else's perspective. Like you can go talk to a Mormon, and they will explain basically how the religion saved them, how they would be basically dead if it wasn't for it. I don't know, like this. Somebody unfold something. Sorry, we have brief interruption. I have met a few Mormons that have been like that, so I have experience. There was one in particular. I'll refer to her as Emmeline, and she was great, but she didn't want to question it at all, and I think I realized why now. Because she had already questioned it so much. I'm guessing that her questioning her religion eventually led to something very negative in life. Me being, the idiot kid of years ago, didn't think of that. So it really got to her. It usually does get to people. It usually does get to people when You start questioning everything that they know. I mean, Coda is like that. She just likes to keep things simple. You know, that's completely understandable. I noticed that I'm mentioning so many different people. I know a lot of people. Just gonna throw it out there. I know a lot of people. I'm not saying that I'm like connected or anything stupid like that, but I know a lot of people, and it always surprises my parents. And I'm just like, I don't know. I know these people. Whether I meet them through actual activities, whether I meet them through just kind of whatever, whether I meet them through websites, whatever. I've met people who, you know, can hack into computers. That was a little bit freaky. I've met people who, oh, I've met teenage girls who basically are rich and basically are poor. Anyway, that would be, well, I wouldn't call her a whore necessarily, but she doesn't take care of herself. Um, so that would definitely be a Mesa girl. She knows exactly who she is. Not going to reveal her true name because I don't do it with anybody else. I met her and a bunch of other people through Evening, an online Empire Building game. Again, I wouldn't call her a whore necessarily. She just doesn't take care of herself physically. And what I mean by that is that she has this air of knowing how attractive she is and just showing it off, which you know I have no issue with, but at the same time, a lot of guys out there, so I'm just always worried about it. Okay, you know, back to let's get away from my life and saying, how are you guys doing? How's your Friday going? I asked that in a previous video, and one guy was like, you know, you're talking to yourself, right? It's like, yeah, I just did my first video. It's like a lot of people say that this is a way to talk to yourself. You know, I never see it that way. It's weird. I always view it as me entertaining and talking to an audience. And you know, obviously there is an audience because these videos do get a few views. You know, yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, for someone like me who only has about 20 something subscribers right now, as of like August, I don't know, the day. Yeah, no. Anyway, as of this day, I guess, the fact that I have that many subscribers is, you know, good. Let me see if I can get into this. Oh, that's it. Interesting. So the Bedrock Base Cloud. Okay, doing it. Yeah, computer. Okay. I'm, see, that was talking to myself right there because I wasn't addressing you all. If that makes sense. You know, it makes sense to me. Or you know, it could just be insane. That's completely another option that we could go with. In fact, a lot of people do go with that and stay away from me. So you know, let me see. What else is there? Oh, there's that Missouri thing. Like no fly zone over Missouri. I forget what the heck's going on there. You might definitely want to check that out. Just an awesome news reporter. I don't know what's going on here, but you guys should definitely Google it. That's basically what I just said. What else is going on? I think. Oh, we found iron again. Look at this. But again, a lot of people notice when they watch my videos that I don't address a lot of stuff in the video. It's kind of boring. You guys already see what's going on. So I don't want to like just commenting on what's going on. I did happen to watch a Let's Play of Rooster Teeth when they went back to ODST. That was a big moment for me because they tried to do the Enduro achievement. That took me, like the group of people I did it with, probably about 4 hours. And I didn't get my first try either. I got probably on like a 5th or 6th. The farthest we got without getting it was the fourth set, third round, second wave. We were 3 waves away from getting it, and I blew it. So there's that little story. Yeah, it is always fun to look back on this memories of people. I think the people I finally did it with, I can't remember. I haven't been on Xbox Live in quite some time. And you know, when I do get on, no one really acknowledges it anymore. No one's really connected with it. Like no one really plays the games that I play. I mean, I'm always on Minecraft or Halo or something, and they're all on the Xbox One. Because I don't have an Xbox One. Yeah, that's another thing. I probably won't be producing Xbox One content. Just simply because I don't have one. I don't really want one. Yeah, there's the one being sold that doesn't have the Kinect, but at the same time, I don't want it. I guess it's not that I don't want it. It's just I don't. I don't want to say I don't trust it either. I don't know. I guess paranoia is what it is. Sorry. Or as Canadians say, sorry. Um, I don't know. I feel like I don't need a new entirely new game because there are so many games in the Xbox 360 that I still haven't played. Also, PlayStation. You know that old console. I can also do that plus PC gaming as well. But there's the thing. GameStop is already trying to do this. Digital downloads. I had a business plan for this idea. Should totally get on it. Be the next Netflix. People enjoy digital downloads for whatever reason. They enjoy just being like, bink, 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 and they've got a game. Just press a button, pay the credit card or something similar, and they've got a game. That's basically what Netflix does with movies, TV shows. So whatever company comes out with a Netflix version for video games will be the next successful big company. I personally guarantee it. Will it be hard? Oh yeah. But Netflix is also, and Hulu Plus is also really hard to build. But if someone can do it, they will be the next big thing. They will be the next big thing. I personally guarantee if they can simplify the gaming experience, eliminate companies like GameStop entirely, they just won essentially. Because GameStop is also becoming a bit of an asshole. Because they are now having exclusive content for people who pre-order from their stores. I say that's being a bit of an asshole because what if you can't pre-order? You just don't get the content. There are a few rare cases of that already. Usually you can buy it, but there are a few cases where you just don't get it. The biggest example of that is Destiny. I think there's like 4 different collector's packs. You say about that. Um, and of course, people will add on extra content just to make a pre-order. But pre-ordering used to be a thing that you did because you were excited about a video game. Because you really wanted it, you really wanted to play it on the first day, not for all the extra stuff. It concerns me of that shift. And are we headed into the future where GameStop will be the only retailer? It's a very interesting debate. Of course, from GameStop's point of view, this is perfectly justified, but from my point of view, it's not at all. Simply because they're a company trying to make money, and they want to make money, and, et cetera, et cetera. But they're going about it probably the wrong way. Simply because you don't do that. Okay, you don't force people to do something that they might not want to do. But that is basically companies in America in general, isn't it? I guess. Anyway, I will definitely talk more about this in the next video if I do remember. We're about to start a little wrapping up here. I do like to keep my videos at around 20 minutes. Just because, with the little amounts of episodes that I have, this is only, what, episode 9. That's, well, I only have 9 episodes, that's still about 3 hours. So you can somewhat catch up on all the content still. But, once I get to like 20, 30, 40, it's going to be a lot more difficult. It's going to be like Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is exactly like 20, 22 minutes or something. Got like episode like 63 of that, by the way. Awesome. Just the character. Good lord. It's insane. It's really insane. I have a lot of Carlos now. Like, wow. Son of a mother duck. Only certain people are going to get that reference. That's a while ago. That's, what, 3 years ago? Something like that? Good lord. Right. Throw all that in there. Throw my iron here. Actually, we're gonna extend this a little bit. I'm gonna go down there and mine it. Hope you guys don't mind the extension. I think you guys will mind it. Of course, I love that I'm working completely independent of the sun now. Like I've just got it down. But again, I am gonna build it stronger. Don't worry. I'm gonna eventually build like a fortress of sorts. But I still need that right now. Like I'm a survivalist. I don't need a lot to survive. That's why I usually go so far down. Because you know, I don't need a lot. I don't need this massive cathedral. Or usually I end up building them just to sort of fit in almost. A lot of redstone. If you guys are wondering what you can use redstone for, basically different traps and such. Usually different like mechanics. I don't know how to use it at all. I have the redstone capability of like a 4-year-old. So actually no, I take that back. There are really good 4-year-olds with this game. And the reason I say that is because a lot of younger kids are getting into this game. It's actually a little scary. I remember there was like a 9-year-old who knew more Minecraft channels than I did. Didn't know how to play Minecraft better than I did, but knew of a lot of different items. It was just really interesting because now the younger generation is getting in on this. It's almost a way to connect the older generation, no matter what it's brilliant. Minecraft is just brilliant in general, I know, but it's awesome to see sort of that connection happen, you know. That's stuff down here. How's the luck to get 4? Oh, almost missed this. I'll fix that later. Plug this up for now. Alright. Gonna go to the second floor just to make sure I didn't forget anything. Thought I would have. Nope. Alright. Back to the surface we go. I just love how fast the black retreats when I start going upstairs. Like, that's weird. I don't know why I made that noise. Dirt! You can see, you basically know when you're getting to the surface by seeing dirt. Anyway. Yeah, but again, it's like a tiny little speck of humanity, essentially. And because it's an endless world, it's gonna go off forever. Like I say that with all seriousness. This is a series that will go on forever. Like there is no end. The end is me getting bored, which I don't see happening in the near future at all. I am gonna store the uncooked iron, and then I'm gonna cook it all. I did like 42 iron, by the way. Pretty cool, honestly. Could definitely make another portal by now if I could just find the lava. Spoiler alert. Alright. So thank you guys for all the support so far. Thank you guys for still watching these crazy things. There's a sheep. I will see you guys, I think tomorrow, since today's Friday, so I will see you guys tomorrow on Saturday. And until then, ooh, let's stop.